Try and force a little bit of an opening for either side, but with Endpoint up a map, the pressure is on for Saw to try and convert their own pick. It's crucial. He's going to be taking the first fight. It's Boros who actually gets the first shot, and he's going to be able to double up as well as he takes Mutiris out of action, and now Roman is trying to fight for his life, but he can't quite do it. Luckily for Saw, though, that was all a bit of a facade. The bomb's already shifted over towards towards B site George. It's not got it over to the George site yet. For CSGO to add that one as Story. Oh, the flashbang's good, but it's not going to pull out a kill for him, and Surreal is just going to clean things up. He had a lot on his plate. I don't even know if you knew which player to shoot at there.
I was like, you can't do that, and he goes, yeah, of course I can, I have a permit, and there's just a piece of paper that says I can do what I want. And that kind of, to me, says a lot about the Endpoint side, and I'm afraid that second round conversion is looking all the less likely now that 4 of their players are gone in the first 20 seconds. To come on through. There is a flank starting to be emerged upon by Mighty Max, but it is going to be so far before anyone is able to assist Surreal, who actually gets another frag before he goes down. That's spectacular work to go for a 2-for-1 when you're the only player inside the B site. You also burn so much time off that clock as now Thomas gets into position, but he's struggling to finish the frag on Stododo, but WP, so health isn't so much of a factor unless someone connects the first bullet on him, which is unlikely because the AWP is just a bit good at that kind of thing. The HE grenade, though, is going to successfully dislodge him, but not before Thomas is able to add not one more frag to that tally. Now the B site under siege. It seems that the B site is already fallen. The smokes have done more than enough to keep these CTs at bay. They're not going to have an opportunity to fire off a retake just yet before Mighty Max is in the flank. He's got one frag, quickly snatches the second with Boris' assistance, and Thomas grabs Roman at the expense of Surreal and Saw's favour. Question really is, can Mighty Max survive over there? With HE grenades and all manner of utility being expended onto him, he is down at 3 HP, surely yet not long for this world, but his teammates doing a great job of keeping him alive, and now he is finally making a ruckus. Fortunately, Thomas is now being taken down. Crucial and Surreal are all that stands between Saw and a round victory. Crucial will try and go for a shot onto the bomb planter. It's not going to be just yet. He still might find yet one. Roman has managed to find the frag instead through the periphery of the smoke, and now it's all on Surreal. 1 versus 3. Finds the first of those 3 into a 1 versus 2, but the health is just not with him. 21 HP, both players backing down the ramp. He doesn't really have a lot of options here. If he sticks it, he dies from Ivy. If he pushes, he dies from Ivy. So his options are limited, his days are numbered.
Crucial.
Yeah, best outcome possible. I mean, after losing the round right after a very long pause, it's often difficult to try and find the momentum to get back into the game. You often feel like you've been cut short a little bit. Just when you were starting to ramp up and the game was getting in your favour, you have to take a big old break. Doesn't really feel very fair, but in the end, Crucial and Boros both trade their lives away for a 3-on-3 to ensue. Once again, a different triad of players, but it's all going to result in the same outcome. Mighty Max caught out, distanced from the rest of his team. Surreal now going to try and attempt to stick the bomb. Actually gets off of it instead as Thomas burns inside of the flames. Even Surreal won't be long for this world, and as soon as Saw get into the site, they can't lose a man.
Have a lot of manpower over towards this B site, ready to assault the Dodo. Gonna get boosted up behind the flank. Surreal spots it out, takes him down. Another advantage in Endpoint's favour. And it's gonna be only 3 players looking to aggress, and Surreal is just having fun with this round. He's already found 3, is looking for more. His teammate's Molly actually forces him forward, and it's into the clutches of Story. The player given up, and now Saw might have an inroad back into this round, but a boost up for Thomas. He's going to catch the low HP of Mutiris trying to push forward, and now Story alone. 1 versus 4. Player behind him can't anticipate that. So Endpoint is just trying to find a few little taps for that USB. He needs to be careful he doesn't overheat. That Molotov is flying in. Story looking for shots, but it's Boros who gets the opening, and he's going to get himself a double, eventually taken down by Stododo as he starts to create a little bit of space towards his B site with assistance from Mutiris. They have been able to hold this one. The bomb drop forward as well. At Endpoint are going to struggle to get that one back in control, but Stododo having a little bit of an overextension leaves it up to his 2 teammates, and now it's just Mighty Max alone, 1 versus 2. He wants to try and find shots. Might be able to, but they're just going to double peek him. Not a chance. Mark will have a second chance in the lower bracket. map already. It's the Dodo just over the top of the smoke. That's a cheeky little angle, and it's a cheeky little frag as well onto the ginger beauty of Thomas. Well, Boros is trying his best. He gets 2. At least it minimizes the deficit, but it's not enough.
Bit over to Max. Nutiris just waiting to get a click of that bomb going down. Oh, Crucial, what a shot. That's lovely. And that opens up the round wonderfully now for Nutiris to now try and find a way in. Angling for the frag, and he's got the bigger one of the two. He's found the higher HP player. Now Nutiris is just bounding about. He's spotted the head, but Mighty Max with the deagle.
Safety at work. Not filled out the correct risk assessment, I don't think, as we'll have to evacuate that building site and head over towards a B site where the assessments have been filled out. Nutiris, though, is going to rip it to shreds as Mighty Max has had his head removed. No longer in this round, it's up to Crucial to try and keep his teammate alive, but those deagle shots, those MP9 shots.
4-on-4, and you just gotta start feeling like that maybe it's inevitable that we're gonna be going in circles over and over again, but Story has other ideas. Smoke in his face. Real trying to try and get across, but he's got Crucial instead. Story's doing this round by himself, a 2 versus 4 now. Surely Endpoint can't bring this one back from the brink. It would be wild to think that they can, but the 2 Galils in play, the bomb eking its way into the site, going to surely try and stop that plan as best they can. One spray back on through a second. One over the top, the flashbangs are good. Running out of ammunition, go to the deagle, switch to the deagle, Mighty Max. Maybe you can find one head, maybe you can collateral them together. It's going to be a strange old round as Just tries to get back around the corner. Heads are being tapped away. Max is all that remains. 1 versus 2, both players extremely low on HP. Max in the 1 versus 1, and he's done it! We're back again! We can't escape it! We're stuck in a time loop. Dormammu, I've come to bargain, please. Keeping this one in play for so long, Endpoint are trying to be as resilient as possible. They've already rotated a litany of players over here towards this A site. It's going to be a 4-on-4. It's like a joust. They're just going to go straight in on horseback and try and knock off the other team. A good first frag for Surreal, but again, it's a trade. It's a 3-on-3. The HP is so tantalizingly low for everybody on the Endpoint side. They need to back away. This Just Deagle is going to be so very potent against these low HP players. They can one-shot the lot of them. As now one player taps the bomb. That's going to be Nutiris with the FAMAS. He's going to elevate over the top. Surely he's going to get spotted. No! It's a 1 versus 2 now for Surreal on 4 HP. Finds the head. Can't find the frag. It's the same Story. We're trapped, Dad. We can't leave.
Story with 15 HP. He is going to be surely fed to the wolves sooner rather than later, as it's just damage through the smoke. Thomas finds a huge kill, but Nutiris is still in position! And a second as well. He's not able to escape, but he's done damage, at least kept things even. And not Crucial! The shot! He gets a second time, and it's all up to Just, and Crucial is not going to miss that time, and it is. Waits for his teammates to come rejoin him. Dodo still is watching this angle. That flashbang wasn't to pull the trigger. He does though on the player pushing and misses the chance. Surreal is able to find Nutiris off the back of it, but frags in return. Oh, Dodo tries to go over the top, and he gets caught out for it. A 2-on-1 for Endpoint. This could be it. This could be Saul's final chance, and it lies at the feet of Just. He's got 21 kills so far this game, and he's got 20 seconds to try and win this round out, with Mighty Max going to tap in those midgets, plants that bomb, he peeks around the corner, takes Surreal out of action. Another 1v1, he knows where Max is, and he gets the shot. Huge 1 versus 2 coming out from Just, and Saw, they stay alive a round longer. They keep this going, and they will find a...
Across the map with the hot hand is gone, but still a 4-on-4 ensues. Crucial with a fantastically important shot over the top. Now just going to peer to his left as he anticipates that these players who are on the boost are going to try and wrap back into the site, but they smoke their arrival, and Thomas dips out towards B with Mighty Max's assistance.
Surreal.
Cleared the space. It's up close and personal. He's going to find one. The second peers around the corner, but he's falling back off the angle. He'll now readjust and wait for his head to emerge. He'll find it, just turn to his left for the final frag, but Just, he did it once before, he's got to do it again. 1 versus 2 that time. This time a 1 versus 4. It feels like a huge stretch. It should be a huge stretch, but Just is going to just back away if he's allowed to. Crucial's P250 denies him. Still frags to be found, Dan. Still a 4 versus 3 round, slowing down to the pace of a crawl.
Max, the important kill, and he gets it, but smoke out, molly out. He will get caught. His teammates there to recollect, and now it's all on to Just once again. But with 12 HP, there's just no way he does it. And